All right, we're gonna get moving. For those that just joined, I mentioned to you the rest of the gang. We're doing a section of minute pieces, so it's up to you if you want to record how many reps you do in a minute and post it in the chat. Have a little competition if you want. I'm gonna not making it mandatory. I'd rather you guys focus on doing the workout than trying to track it. I know for me, when I used to do this stuff, I used to have to carry my own little whiteboard and like check them off as as I go. We are going to start with a warm-up. So since we are doing a little more higher intensity today, I have a little bit more of a warm-up in here. So we're going to start. We're going to start doing some in child pose. So you're going to be hands and knees, extend those hands out, push that butt back. We're doing a little bit more stretching to warm up this morning, again, just to get everything warm. Come back up to that tabletop position, push down, move one hand in front of the other, push down, get a stretch. And then switch sides. So I'm doing this a little more modified where my butt's staying up to get a little more through my shoulders. It's up to you if you'd rather sink your butt back more. I need it in my shoulders today, so you guys are getting what I need. All right, and then we're gonna go, it's called primal squat. So you're gonna stay in the same position. My knees are a little bit outside my hips. They're kind of shoulder width apart. So primal squat, your hands, you're kind of going into that child's pose. Your knees are a little bit wider. You're gonna sink that, and then you're coming forward, kind of leaning over, shoulders over, hands forward, and then back. We're gonna go about 5 of those. You should be feeling this in your hips and your shoulders. This is just getting the hips and shoulders a little bit warmed up. And we're gonna go one more. Good. And then we're going to go bird dog. So we're a quadruped. We're going to activate our core. So your hands are going to be under your shoulders. Your knees are under the hips. You're going to pull your belly button to your spine. You're going to take one leg, one opposite hand, opposite leg. You're reaching straight out. Everything stays nice and tight and flat. And we're squeezing that core. And we're going to activate that core. So we're going to count to 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then we're going to switch sides, reset those shoulders, make sure they're down and back, hands under shoulders, knees under hips, opposite side, hips stay parallel, squeeze that core, holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. And now we're going to up dog. So you're going to come on down to the floor. Up dog, so as far as you can get with that up dog, listen to your back. You're going to look over a shoulder, towards the heel, back forward, over that opposite shoulder. So listen to your back, don't force it, but we're trying to get a little stretch. And then we're going to go back over that heel, opposite side, and opposite side. Good, from here you're going to tuck those toes, going to down dog. So pushing that butt back, stretching out the back of the legs. We're going to pedal those heels, getting the hamstrings, glute warm. Make sure that those shoulders are staying stable, not creeping up to the ears. Pedal those feet. From here, we're going to walk the hands to the feet. You're going to roll up one vertebra at a time, roll out that back. I skipped cat-cow, but that's okay. And then we're going to go into a little more movement prep. We're going to jog in place for now. We're going to run in place, get that heart rate up. We're going to come back to this when I'm going through the explanations. So it's jogging, getting that heart rate up. And then we're going to switch. We're going to go jumping jacks. I'm doing seal jacks because I can't put my hands over my head. I will hit the ceiling. So 20 jacks. You want to do seal or regular jacks? I will totally take out my ceiling if I do a regular jack or my hands. And 20. From here, we're going 10 squats. Feet are shoulder width. Sink that butt down. Chest stays up. Coming up over those hips. So as far as you can squat down, listen to your knees. Aim to get that butt to your knees if you can, but listen to your body. 9 and 10. Good. You guys are going to jog in place. I'm going to explain the workout. So we are going minute work, minute rest. The first one is burpees, squat thrusts. Any CrossFitters might be known as an up down, or jumping jacks. So burpees for the advanced, squat thrust for the middle intermediate, jacks for the beginners. If you do have blood pressure issues, stick to jumping jacks. So burpee is, my push-up's horrible. Burpee is down, push up, jump, or standing up. So burpees with the push up, squat thrust or up down is just the burpee out and back. So you're planting your hands, feet out, in, stand tall. And then the last one is doing a jumping jack, either a regular jumping jack, squat jack, whatever works for you. So going for a minute. From there, we're going, and then we'll have a minute rest. So the idea is to push yourself through that minute. From there, we're doing a lunge always. So getting both legs going all directions. So you're taking that step, sink down. I usually go forward from here, sink down, reverse, opposite side. So that's lunge all way. If you can't do the lunge, you are still doing the side, still get that step, think about squeezing the glutes, squeezing the quads, and that step forward. So you still can get some of that lunge movement, just don't do the dynamic down and back up if your knees are bugging you. From there, you get a minute rest. So that rep for, if you are counting your reps for that lunge, all 6 movements is 1. So you're going to get through all 6. So side, forward, back, side, forward, back is 1. Then we're going single leg deadlift. We're staying on one leg. I don't care if you start right or left. I have it written right first. So you're getting that reach down and up. If you need to check, great. The key with this is making sure that we're not hinging and then lifting. You want the core to work together. Front leg is a little bit bent. If you need to do the check stance there, that's fine. Just make sure that reach down, that you are keeping the hip, torso working together and up. Okay, so we're going to stay on one leg first and then the other side. And then the last one is plank or primal push-up. So you can either hold a regular plank, buttons down, back flat, shoulders down and back, squeezing that belly button. You can go on elbows. If you need to, you can do knees. Just make sure if you're on your knees, you're still keeping that squeezed butt back flat, not this. If you want to try something a little bit different, this is a little bit harder to hold, is the primal push-up. So you can see my chest. So my hands are under my shoulders, my knees are under my hips. I am literally going to squeeze my core, lift my knees to tabletop, and that is it. So this is a little bit harder to hold. Works the hips a little bit more, works the core a little bit differently. If you don't want to do a plank, you can add that in instead. All right, so everyone good? So the idea, minute hard work, minute full rest, or jogging in place if you want so that your heart rate doesn't drop too fast. Count your reps if you want and put them in the chat. You don't have to, but if you want to, we can make it a little bit fun that way. And I'm going to start the timer. We're starting with your burpee, squat thrust, or jumping jacks, wherever you are at. This is going to be a sweaty one, gang. I'm already sweating. All right, starting with your burpee, squat thrust, or jumping jack in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Finding some music, hold on. Keep that nice form, nice and steady pace. You have a minute of this to go. Okay, next one we're going to is the single leg deadlift. You're going to start on one leg. You're staying on that leg for the whole minute. So remember to keep that shoulder, hip engaged, core and leg are working together, not separately. Moving quickly but safely is our key here. Quickly, safely. 30 seconds.
High or low, where'd you go? Are you stuck in the middle of spectral invisible ghosts? I'm here just...
Good song, but too slow. Going in 10 seconds. Single leg deadlift. Pick a leg to start on. Core is engaged. 3, 2, 1, and go. Open those hips. When you stand up, Strong glutes. Keep that hip nice and strong. You are halfway. And on that same leg, bend the knee a little bit if you need to. 15 seconds. Stabilize through that grounded leg. 5 seconds. And resting. Okay. Remember which leg you just did. It should be burning. We're going to go to the other opposite leg to balance it out. Anybody counting reps? Nobody cares. Just want to get through it. Seconds, going to that opposite leg. Core is engaged, hip is strong, glutes are strong. All right, 15 seconds. Get yourself set. Going in 10. Extension. And 3, 2, 1, and go. Get that opposite leg. Use your core, squeeze the glute. One side's going to be better than the other. Work on that good form, moving quickly. Bend that supporting leg a little bit, like a deadlift, but that back leg and core work together, not independently. Squeeze that glute. We are halfway. Fifteen seconds. 10 seconds. Finish it strong. Resting. All right, our next one's going to be that plank or primal push-up hold. We're trying to hold it for the entire minute. You need to quickly reset, but try to hold for that whole minute. All right, going in 25 seconds. So just a reminder, if you're trying to cover primal, back stays flat, just covering the knees under the hips. Go on regular plank, find your position, going in 10. Attention, 3, 2, 1, and go. Hold that plank. Holding that plank, wherever you have that plank at, your butt stay down. Shoulders, spine, your belly button to your spine toward your chin. Nice and strong, shoulders strong. Halfway. Breathing, I'm actually dancing along. I like the song. 10 seconds. And resting. All right, gang, we're gonna go through all of that one more time. Same amount of rest, same amount of work. Now that you know what you're doing, push your speed, still keeping safe. Okay, so yeah, doing it all again, going in 30 seconds. Starting back with the burpee, squat thrust, or jumping jack. Work where you're at. Try to go a little bit harder, a little bit faster. You're nice and warmed up now. Going in 10. Attention. 3, 2, 1, and go. So whatever you're doing. Good job, my burpee people. Stay nice and strong. "30 seconds, halfway there." Stay nice and consistent, 15 seconds. 10 seconds. Resting it out. Grab water if you need it. Go into the 360 all the way around lunge. Going in 30 seconds, that lunge. Going in 10. Going in 5, 3, 2, 1, and go. Getting both sides. Use those glutes. All 3 directions of that lunge. Halfway. Strong, use those glutes. Yeah, moving into back to the single leg deadlifts. Gonna leg to start on. Seconds, here we go. Getting ready, going in 10 seconds. Single leg deadlift. Trying to go a little bit quicker, using good form. Attention, 3, 2, 1, and go. Strong hips. Dragging back, working together, not separately. You should be feeling this in your hamstring mostly and in your quad. Use that glute to add some stability if you're feeling wobbly. Halfway. Strong core, strong hip. Ten seconds. Try to add some speed at the end. And resting. Go to that other leg. All right, 30 seconds. Opposite leg. Should be feeling the burn from the other side. Fifteen seconds. Attention. 3, 2, 1, and go. Work that opposite side. The hips at the top. Squeeze the glute and hamstring to bring your body up. Hip and leg and torso, movement 1 unit. Try to add some speed coming into that last 30 seconds. Use that glute, use that hamstring. Core is keeping everything working together. And resting. Okay, last one, we're going to that plank or primal push-up. Making sure that butt stand down, shoulders stand back and down, back is flat. Three seconds. All right, going in 10. 5, 4, 2, 1, and go. Hold that plank. Hands are under the shoulders. Back is flat. Use your butt. Towards the chin, down and back. Halfway. Nice and strong. And down. Grab some water. We're moving into the next one, which we're switching to. We went for long endurance work with the minute. Now we're moving to quick sprint work with the Tabata. We're doing skaters, push-ups, side plank, and then sit-ups or dead bugs. So that skater, again, working where you're at. To go a little bit quicker, you want that hop. Faster you get that hop, the more your heart rate comes up. If you don't want the impact, you're doing a nice big step and tap. Step and tap. Okay, again, trying to go quicker. Speed, form, don't hurt yourself. From there, we're going push-up or plank hold again. If you need to do push-ups on your knees, go to your knees. If you need a chair, grab a chair. If you need a wall, grab a wall. But you're doing that push-up. 20 seconds of push-ups. If you're not doing a push-up, you're holding that plank again. And then we're doing side plank. So we're doing 8 rounds of this. So we're going to do 4 on one side and 4 on the other. Side plank. Ideally, hand is under shoulder. Hips are perpendicular. Hand up. You can go. If you do a kickstand, that's fine. Just make sure that that knee and hip are in line. Or you can go onto your elbow, either straight leg or kickstand. Again, if you're using this kickstand, this isn't it. It is in line with my hips and my other leg. Okay, so it's like as if your leg was straight, you're just bending it in, not out front. That will hurt your back. Side plank, so 4 on one side, 4 on the other, and then sit up or dead bug. So sit up. Since we're going for speed, you can go feet, knees down, feet heel to heel to get that momentum. I'm using my hands to help me. Or you can go feet flat. Again, I'm going for speed, so I'm using my hands to help me. Or you're doing dead bug. We're doing 20, 20, 10, Lisa. So we're doing Tabata for everything. 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. We're going 8 rounds though. Okay, so we're starting with skater. Everyone good? All right, start with skater. Oh, I gotta switch my timer first. Otherwise, we'll be doing a minute again. Alrighty, so starting with skaters, so getting that side to side hop. Side to hop, 3, 2, 1, and go, getting that skater. 20 seconds of work, going for speed, keeping good form. 10 seconds. The mat slides out from under you. 3, 2, 1, and resting. From here, we're going to that push-up or plank hold, so wherever your push-up is at. 3, 2, 1, and go. Getting that push-up. Push-up or hold that plank. Work where your push-up is at on your knees. Use a wall. Keep working nice and strong. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Switching. Now we're doing side plank, so picking a side. Holding one side for the duration. 3, 2, 1, and go. Hold that side plank. Holding that side plank. Halfway. Taking a rest, then we're going to move to sit-ups. So taking a rest, moving to sit-ups. 3, 2, 1, and go. Sit-ups are dead bugs. Use those hands for momentum if you need it. Good job, gang. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Resting. Back to the beginning. Back to that skater. So going back to skaters. 3, 2, 1. Back to skater. This is it, ladies. Good form. Push yourself. Good. Nice and strong through that skater. And resting. From skaters, we're going to that push-up or plank. 3, 2, 1, and go. Pushing up or plank. Nice strong core. Five seconds. Resting. Side plank. Stay on the same side. So whatever side you just did, stay on that same side. Go. Side plank. Squeeze those glutes. Squeeze those hips. Five seconds. Keep going. Nice and strong. Resting. Sit up or dead bug. Sit up or dead bug is next. And go. Sit ups or dead bugs. Using that core, not your neck. Resting. Back to the beginning. Back to skaters. 3, 2, 1, and go back to that skater. Nice strong core. Use those nice abductor muscles. That's it, gang. Working nice and strong. And resting. Switch into that push-up or plank hold. 3, 2, 1, and go. Nice and strong. Strong cores. Resting. Take that rest, moving into that side plank, still on that same side. Go, side plank. Keep those hips nice and strong, core nice and strong. And rest. Going to sit up or dead bug. Resting, going to that sit up. 3, 2, 1, and go with sit ups. Good. Use that core, not your neck. Squeeze those abs. Resting. Back to the beginning. Back to our skaters. And go skaters. Good, keep that speed. Resting. Going back to that push-up or plank. And go. Nice strong core, use your shoulders, use your core, not your neck. Three, two, one, switch into the side plank. Resting and then switch into side plank. This is the last one on the side that you are on. 3, 2, 1, and go. Squeeze those glutes, keep your core engaged. This is the last one on this side. Resting. Switching to sit up or dead bug. Sit up or dead bug. 3, 2, 1, and go. Using that front of your body core, not your neck, not your low back. Squeeze those abdominals. Resting, halfway, halfway. Big deep breath, going back to those skaters. 3, 2, 1, and skater. This is where that grit comes in, ladies. Push yourselves. Nice and strong, pushing through it. Rest, rest. Switching back to that push-up or plank hold. 3, 2, 1, and go. Nice strong core. Nice and strong, 5 seconds. Resting, side plank. Now we're going to the opposite side, opposite side. 3, 2, 1, and go. Stand nice and strong. Resting. Sit up or dead bug. 3, 2, 1, and go. Sit up or dead bugs. Nice strong core through this. Halfway through this, come on. 3, 2, 1, resting, going back to those skaters. 3 rounds to go, you are almost there. 3, 2, 1, go, back to skater. Nice strong glutes, nice strong core to work those hips here. Rest. Push up or plank, push up or plank. 3, 2, 1, go. Resting, switching to that side plank. We're on that opposite side. 3, 2, 1, and go. Looking good, those that I can see. Nice strong cores, keep those hips nice and strong. Resting. Switching to the sit-up. 3, 2, 1, sit up or dead bugs. Rest. All right, gang. 2 rounds to go. 2 rounds to go. Back to skater. 3, 2, 1, go. Back to your skater. Keep those core strong through this. Rest, switching to that push-up or plank hold. Push-up or plank hold. Go. Nice strong core. Keep those shoulders engaged. Don't let them creep up to your ears. Rest, side plank. Side plank, sticking to that opposite side that you started with. 3, 2, 1, and go. Nice and strong. Keep those hips strong. Squeeze your glutes. Rest. Sit-ups or dead bugs. Sit-ups or dead bugs. 3, 2, 1, and go. Use the front of your body, not your neck or back. 5 seconds, working strong. Resting. 1 round to go, 1 round to go. 3, 2, 1. Skaters, last ones. Come on, best one. Keep that core engaged, keep those hips strong. Rest, resting. Last one, push up or plank hold. Push up or plank hold. 3, 2, 1, and go. Three, 2, 1, resting. Side plank. Side plank. 3, 2, 1, go. Side plank. Less than a minute of work here, gang. Less than a minute. Hold on to that. 5 seconds. Resting. Last 20 seconds of work right here. Sit up or dead bugs. Sit ups or dead bugs. 3, 2, 1, and go. Stay nice and strong. Last 5 seconds. And done. Good job, gang. Walk around. Take a walk around if you need it. Bring that heart rate down. Grab some water. Then we're going to stretch. So, yep. Bringing your heart rate down, breathing, water if you need it, stretching. We're going to basically do the same thing we did in the warm-up, but now we're going to focus a little more on a stretch version of it. So take a little 20, 30 seconds more, keep breathing, bringing that heart rate down. Good job. Told you guys this one was going to be a sweaty one. Alrighty. Okay, we're gonna go back into that child's pose, so down to the floor, make sure that you keep breathing. So keep nice big breaths in through the nose and out into that child's pose. So hands in front. Now we're focusing on a stretch, so we're gonna hold it a little bit longer, sink that butt down and back. Gonna stretch through the shoulders. Breathe into it. Focus on that breath into your belly. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Take another deep breath. And then come on up, and then we're going to do that alternating side. So one hand reaches over so that both hands are on your left, or both hands are on the right side. Sink down and back again. You should get a stretch through that hand that's reached over. If my right hand's reached to my left hand, so I'm getting a nice stretch through my right shoulder, my right lat, my right oblique. Keep breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Do one more, trying to fill your belly, not your ribs. And then pushing up, switching sides. So whichever side you're on, go to the opposite side, sink down and back. Couple of deep breaths. Breathing in and out. Do one more. And then we're going to come up and we're going to go into that primal squat. So if your knees are narrow, widen them a little bit so they're shoulder width apart on those toes. You're going to sink back, and then we're going to rock forward and hold. Push those shoulders down and back. Sink back. And then forward and hold. So you should get a stretch through your back of your shoulders, front of your legs, front of those hips. One more, sink back. Push forward. And then back into that quadruped. I skipped it this morning for the warm up, but we're gonna do it now. We're going cat-cow. We're gonna do 5. Think about moving from your tailbone. So my tailbone moves first, my head is last. I'm gonna curl under, curl one vertebrae at a time, tuck that chin, and then from my butt, I'm gonna push my butt out one vertebrae at a time, pushing down, my head is last to look up. I'm gonna hold that gauge from my butt one vertebrae at a time, tuck that chin. So we're moving from our tailbone to articulate that spine. And I lost the count, so we're gonna do one more. Not sure if this was 4 or 5. All right, and then we're skipping the bird dog. We're gonna go to the up dog. So you're going to come forward onto your belly. Push that up dog wherever you're comfortable. If you can look over that shoulder. And then look over the other shoulder. Come on down, and we're gonna push up into that one more time. Pushing up, look over that shoulder. Opposite shoulder. And then we're going to push in, bring that butt up, push up into down dog. And pushing that butt up and back, push those heels down, getting a stretch through the back of the leg, pedal your heels, getting a stretch, go slow, not fast. So you're getting an activation and stretch. Keep the shoulders out of the ears. Good. From here, We're going to stretch those hip flexors. So we're going to go into that half kneeling, 1 foot forward. Make sure that your knee and hip are aligned. I'm not out here. And then my opposite leg, my knee and hip are aligned. Doesn't look like it on the camera, but I am. And we're going to open up that hip flexor in the front. So that half kneeling, we're thinking about tilt that pelvis to the ceiling, tilt that belt buckle up. Squeezing your glutes, you got to stretch down the front of the leg. We did a lot of core hip work today, so this should feel good. And take that same knee that's on the ground, take that hand and reach up. I'm not leaning back. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see it. Pelvis is up. I'm squeezing my glute. My shoulder, I'm not leaning back. I'm still staying fairly upright. And then we're going to switch sides. So switch that forward leg. Knee that's on the ground is under your hip. Leg that is in front is in line with your hip. Ankle is under your knee. Tilt your belt buckle up to the ceiling. Squeeze your glutes. Get that stretch. Stretch through that front hip flexor. Extend that arm if you want. Good. We're going to come on up. We're going to come on up to standing, wherever you can get there. Last one we're going to do a little side stretch. So you're going to kind of sink over, get a stretch through that outside of the hip. If you're more flexible, take a deeper stance, support yourself if you want. We're going for a stretch, not work. So a little deeper, you should get adductors as well as abductors. Inside, outside of the thigh. And then switching sides. And stretch anything else you want to stretch.